Hi guys, Karen here with part 4 of Project I Am, and again I've started by painting this chipboard divider with combining those two acrylic paints by Vicky Bouton. That's the Daiquiri Ice, which is the minty colour, and that beautiful blue colour which is called Saltwater Taffy, whatever that means. And I've done a little bit of bubble wrap stamping across the page and then flicked a little bit of gold Heidi shine across it as well, just to give it a little bit of shine and sparkle. And I'm going to do the same on the other side, slightly different design, because that blue it's a lovely colour, but it looked a little bit too much in the face to be just left plain. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of stamping and a bit of gold splatter as a background. A lot of it gets covered up in the end, but at least it's there to break up the blue a little bit. So I'm just splattering everywhere with the old Heidi shine. So back to the front page, and I started off by putting this little banner from the confetti chipboard sheet because I thought that would look really festive. And this part is all about my birthday, the actual day of my birthday. So it's all celebratory, and the chipboard, this divider is going to be all about celebrating the birthday. So I started off with just sticking that down, that chipboard banner at the top there. And I've got those chipboard I Am, that's from the ephemera pack, or from the chipboard, no, that's from the chipboard sheet. They are actually chipboard letters, which I thought I'd pop onto a doily. Just getting that to stick. And then the I Am is going to go on the doily, but then I remembered I had this final fussy cut rose flower, which is really beautiful, from that sheet by Maggie Holmes. I had a couple of sheets of that, and that's the very last piece that I had in my drawer, and I thought that will go quite well with the colours in the banner there, the sort of pinky peachy colours, and I rather liked it on the corner there, and I thought I'd put that in the background. And I just love it. I love those flowers. I've used them such a lot, and I just thought I'd use that last one in this position on this dividing sheet, chipboard divider thing. So popping down my doily and the I Am letters, chipboard letters. So using some glue to stick them on, just to make sure they stay put. The chipboard letters don't often have very good adhesive on them, so just sticking that down. And then I'm using these letters. They're gorgeous gold thickers by called the Desktop, or that's the font, and they're a puffy thicker, and I think they're really beautiful. I've used those quite a lot. And just at the bottom there, I've got some little glittery gold thickers to put the word today. It just says I'm celebrating today. And the last thing we're going to do is pop on some sequins around the page to make it look more festive, more glittery and sparkly. And they're just in those coordinating pinky colours. So that's the front, and now I'm working on the back. I'm taking this piece of the paper from the I Am collection, which is really pretty, that again with that lovely peachy colour, and I'm using my Martha Stewart around the page punches, just to do a bit of a decorative edge along the page, along one side, and the two corners and the two shorter sides. It's not quite perfect. I never managed to get these to be perfect. There's a little bit there that's not quite worked, but that'll be covered up and you'll never know. So I'm just putting that on there, so it's covering up some of that stamping background. And I'm just having a look at the chipboard sheet, see what I can use from that. There's some lovely icons on there, and that balloon just went perfectly with the background paper. So I'm just sticking that down to the chipboard divider, and I'm just along the edge there, I'm just using a bit of washi with music on it, because I thought you always need music for a birthday, and I just thought that would give it a slightly different look on the edge there, a bit of black and white, and adding that balloon, which I really liked, from the confetti chipboard sheet. And there's a couple of pictures of myself with my girls. It's not actually from the birthday, but it was from soon afterwards. So I thought that I didn't actually have any from my birthday morning. All the photos were taken later in the day, so I just thought I'd use those. to go on this page. It needed some kind of photographs on there, and they still, as I'm not saying it's my birthday on this particular page, I'm just saying this is me at 50. I am 50 on those photographs, so I thought it would be acceptable to use them. And then just picking out some more of those chipboard pieces. There's little banners or flags from the confetti chipboard sheet. I thought they look quite cute just next to the photographs there. And there's a gold 50 in the middle. I did kind of want to scatter 50 just around the page, just here and there. It's all about saying, you know, this is celebration. This is me on my birthday or at 50, and that's what I've put on the balloon. The balloon looked a bit bare, so I put a gold glittery heart and a little banner saying this is me. And then next to the 50 there's a little tiny tile sticker saying at. So this is me at 50. And there's a little party hat in the corner there that's going to get stuck on there, I think. I'm just sticking everything down. There we are, just sticking down that 50. And finally committing to the last few little bits of ephemera. Those two little flags. The top one with the peachy colour flag on it says yay, and the bottom one is turquoise. So the colours worked really well with the colours that are in the photographs. There's some pink and some turquoisey colours in the photographs and on the actual backing papers as well, and the backing colours. So all coordinated, all look pretty. And I'm just adding a few little 50s here and there. That 50 is just covering up the bit of punching that didn't work out quite right. Those punch around the page punches never seem to quite get work for me. But you can always cover it up, and that's what I've done. And I've just taken a few little, I think they're asterisks, but I think they look like stars, just to kind of put around the 50 in the gold glittery. The gold glittery foam thickers they are. And I thought they just look quite good around the 50, just making it look jolly. And I've stuck the hat on, which has got a pink pom-pom and gold and white stripes. So lots of gold on the page. And that banner doesn't make it on. Now I'm working on the journaling pages that I really just talked about what we did on my birthday. I'm just edging it because it's a bit white and stark. So I've taken a teal pen and I'm just doing a couple of lines around the edge, and then I'm just calling it the big day and using my favourite thickers again, the teal coloured Fitzgerald glittery thickers. I just love these thickers, so I thought I'd put that on the page because it really went with the colour scheme of the whole album, really, that tealy colour. I'm just calling it the big day, just to make sure I'm lining it up. I've just turned it the other way just to make sure it lines up at the top there. And then I'm doing a whole load of journaling. I've got a photograph that I'm going to put on position first on that doily, and that's actually from the afternoon of my birthday. And then I write all about how we went out after lunch, and I had no idea where we were going, and they'd booked me in for a surprise spa afternoon. The three of us did it together, and we went for this spa, and we did sauna, and we had massage and pedicures, manicures. And it was just a wonderful afternoon the three of us spent together. And it was all organised by my eldest daughter, Jenny. And they just kept it a complete secret. Don't know how they did it. So that was the start of the afternoon where we went for the spa, which was really wonderful. So that's what I've done on this page, is just write all about that, and about how they kept me in suspense all morning and didn't tell me what was going on. And so I have very little memory of the morning of my birthday because I was so anticipating what was coming later, because they were teasing me all morning about it. And on this side, I just wanted to make a fun page, and I've found a load of lovely suitable icons and ephemera in there was another Simple Stories collection called So Fancy, And I had a load of I think I had 2 packs of it, so I had lots of the ephemera left, and it had little ephemera pieces with lipstick and nail varnish and handbags, and so I picked a load of those out, and I'm going to use those to decorate this page. And it's just a fun page about the 3 of us enjoying ourselves. There's no journaling involved because the journaling pretty much covered everything on the other side. I'm just laying them down, trying them out where I want them. And so there's a bottle of perfume and a mirror at the top right there, and all sorts of bits and pieces, a little colourful, and they all in pinks and turquoises and golds. There was all the right colours, and I was trying to decide what to layer the little photograph I found of the 3 of us in our robes, and I put a frame. This is from the ephemera pack, the gold frame, but I didn't really like somehow it didn't work. It was just too small to have the doilies behind it. So I will change that in a minute. But in the meantime, I put another I am sticker. And on this one, it's going to say I'm having fun, because that's what we did that afternoon. We had lovely fun, lovely time together. I'm just sticking those down. And I've taken off the doilies, and then I've decided, then I had an oval die, and I thought I'd die cut a piece of paper that would just fit behind, and that just gives a little background without it being too much. I think I found the doilies for some reason didn't look right to me. I just wanted something smaller, and because the photographs all disappeared on those doilies, so that little die piece that I've cut out works quite nicely behind there. And then I found the word fun on it's a gold foam thicker word from, I think it's from Amy Tangerine thicker sheet. So I stuck that on there, and I'm starting again with the die cuts. I'm going to put them more or less back where I had them before, but this time I'm going to stick them all down. I'm going to put them in the place I want them to. I wasn't sure. I was thinking about putting them around the photo. Then I decided I actually like them quite jumbled about at the bottom of the page so that the photo wasn't too overwhelmed. So I've stuck them all down. I'm sticking them all down, and there's a little pot of perfume, and there's a paintbrush. So I just thought, well, that might be for painting our nails or for painting something on because we had our faces done as well. We had makeup done. So those icons. And then I'm just doing the trimming of the bits over the side. And I looked at it and I suddenly thought, hang on, I've put this all on upside down. I've stuck them all down upside down. So I had to carefully peel them all off again and start sticking them on again. Luckily, none of them were actually ruined, and the photograph, everything peeled off reasonably well. I think I lost one letter that didn't peel off and I had to replace, but I had enough. So I'm just double checking, have I got it the right way around this time? So I've had to use a lot more glue to stick a lot of these stickers back down again, and I had to remember where they all went, because I had to take them off really quick, otherwise they might have never come off. So I did that off camera because I was worried it would be a total disaster. But I managed to get everything off. They're all a little bit curled up, so some of the things, but they have gone back, and it has gone back where I wanted them and where they were before. So I'm quite happy with how that turned out in the end. And I just added a few little flowers. Also, they're still from the So Fancy collection. There were just a few little tiny flowers. That's a chipboard one. I think I had some of the chipboard as well. And not off camera, I do actually do a little bit of gold splatter with my Heidi Shine, but I didn't on camera, so I did that afterwards. So I hope you enjoyed this, and be ready for part 5, which is coming soon. Goodbye.